Good morning to one and all. Hope I'm audible to all of you and my screen is visible to all. May I got the confirmation from your side, Achal, Ajit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Suraj. Yeah, so let's start the today's session. Friend, so here I am. I'm your basically mentor as far as this verbal aptitude is concerned. Uh, yeah, so in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about a very important and what we can say a significant topic, that is geometry and mensuration. Okay. Now, basically in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the basic concept with each and the questions based on which is asked particularly in GATE. Okay. So these are the outlines for today's lecture. Yes. Now, whenever we are discussing about the this topics, it is come under basically the your quantitative aptitude. Yeah. And as far as this quantitative aptitude is concerned, we are here to just discuss about this topic, which is geometry and mensuration, my friend. Okay. So there are n numbers of topic which is there. Okay. So we are focusing on this. Yes. So dear student, as far as geometry concept is concerned, we all are learning since our childhood. Yeah, that is from 4th and 5th class. So first I'm highlighting some key points for all of you because this is what the basic I believe. Okay. Now let's discuss about with the point, that is the first one, point. Yeah, we know that what is point, but if suppose someone basically give that what is point, then means there are basically most students who are try to give a different definitions. Okay, but the conceptual definition which I should put here is a point is an exact location which is having 360-degree. Hope you are getting my point. What is point? How you can describe this point? A point is an exact location which is having 360-degree. Then line segment, the straight path between 2 points. Suppose we are considering point A and B, is called line segment. Okay. So line segment is what? The straight path between 2 points A and B is called the line segment. Next is line. A line contains infinitely many points. We all know, yeah, because see, line segment and line is simply one and same thing. But if putting segment there, then we are considering only 2 points, that is A and B. But whenever we are considering the line, so a line contains infinitely many points. Next, angle. So we all know that if two rays having common endpoint, then it is considered as an angle. Yeah, if two rays having common endpoint, then it is considered as angle. Now, generally, if you are going for basically the problems and all, you must remember that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, so this is what the concept. Next, let's talk about the concept number 2, which is somewhat higher. This is very basic. We all know. Yeah. Now, like if you're talking about the types of angles, so we all know that as far as type of angle is concerned, we have right angle, which is an angle measured 90-degree, acute angle, which is less than 90-degree, obtuse, which is more than 90-degree, less than 180-degree, my friend. Here, I should put a point that most of us are very confused about this. What is means acute and obtuse? So please jot down that acute is somewhat less than 90-degree, obtuse more than 90, but less than 180-degree. We all know that it is more than 90-degree, but we must also consider here that it should be less than 180-degree. Okay, straight angle, if you're talking about, it is flat 180-degree, and one more angle is there which is considered as reflex angle, which is more than 180-degree, less than 360-degree, friend. Okay, how many? More than 180-degree and less than 360-degree. Yeah. Next is quadrilateral. Yeah. So as far as quadrilateral is concerned, A figure bounded by four straight line. A figure bounded by four straight line is called a figure bounded by four straight line is called a quadrilateral, friend. Next, we all know this, a very familiar structure for all of us. So here I'm going to discuss with the properties. Are you getting? Because most of time the questions asked on properties, my friend. Okay, we know we basically learn the formulas and all, but yes, properties is somewhat which we miss many times. So rectangle opposite side equal, each of its angle is 90 degree and diagonals are equal, my friend. Are you getting my point? Yes. So opposite side equal, I'm talking about properties, friend. Yeah. Opposite side equal, each of its angle is 90 degree and diagonals are equal. Okay. Yeah. And we know the formula as we area is equal to length into breadth. Okay. Now square, if I'm talking about square, so generally again I'm focusing on properties. So square, all sides are equal and each of its angle, all sides are equal and each of its angle measure 90 degree, friend. This is very important. All sides are equal and each of its angle measured 90 degree. Area is equal to, what is the area of square? Yes, it is side square. Area of a square is what? Side square. Area of a square is side square. And it could be diagonal square. Okay, so if diagonal is given, then we can use the formula of diagonal square. Yes. Next is, friend, very important, parallelogram. Yeah. So generally we all know that in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel. This is what the basic property which we should consider, that in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel, and if you're talking about area, it is base into height, friend. Okay. Next we have rhombus. So if we are talking about a rhombus, in that opposite side are equal and the diagonals are equal. Opposite side are equal and the diagonals are equal. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle. Hope you are getting this. Diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angle, friend. Next is area. So as far as area of a rhombus is concerned, it is half into product of diagonal. Half into product of diagonal. Next is circle. Now, my friend, we all basically know about circle, but here I'm going to highlight some important points which is there, which will be required. Okay. So first property which I mentioned here is the perpendicular from the center. Perpendicular from the center. Suppose we have a circle, okay, and this is what a center. So if you are putting perpendicular from the center to a chord, so we all know what is chord. Yes, chord is the point which join, sorry, chord is a line or a segment which join the 2 points on the circle. So when you put the perpendicular from the center to a chord like this one, if suppose I'm putting a perpendicular here at this particular point, this is suppose your center, then it bisect the chord. It bisect the chord. Bisect the chord means what? Then this segment, suppose this segment is your A and this is B. Okay, this is A and this is B. Then this is going to be half. When suppose I'm putting a point here as O. So AO is equal to OB. This is what a property, friend. AO is equal to what? OB. Yeah. Yes. Next property. Yes. There is one and only one circle passing through a three non-collinear point. Very important, friends. Yeah. there is one and only one circle passing through three non-collinear points. 1 marks. The question has been asked for 1 marks many a times. That it could be vice versa. How many circle will going to pass with three non-collinear point? Or for basically for a circle, if we have a circle, how many non-collinear point will be there? So you just remember this thing. Next is the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Next is the angle in the same segment of a circle. Angle in the same segment of a circle is equal. Angle in the same segment of a circle is equal. Next, the tangent at any point of a circle. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Next, two tangent at any point of a circle. If suppose we have two tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius, will be what? Perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact, my friend. Very important point, basically properties on which question has asked many a times. You must note it down it. Okay. Next. Let's discuss about some important formulas, and that I'm going to be there. Now, we all know perimeter of a rectangle is what? 2 into length plus breadth. Next is area of a room, my friend, because this is important formula, because based on this, there will be the question which has been asked. Okay. So perimeter of a rectangle is always 2 into length plus breadth. Well, L represents, small l is your length, and this B represent breadth. Next is area of a room. Yeah, so area of a room, we all know that area of a room is nothing but having 4 walls. So with respect to that, it is going to be 2 into length plus breadth into height. And next, area of isosceles triangle, that I am going to discuss once again in our next slides. But again, you must know this. Okay, so area of isosceles triangle, it is equal to under root of S into S minus A. Okay, similarly into S minus B into S minus C, friend, where A, B, C are the sides of a triangle. And what S represent? S represent the semi-perimeter. What S represent? The S represent the semi-perimeter, friend. Are you getting my point? Yes. So S is equal to what? Semi-perimeter. Whenever you are finding the area of isosceles triangle, because question has been asked on this many a times, it is S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, where A, B, C are the sides of a triangle, and this S is nothing but the semi-perimeter. Now semi means what? Half, and perimeter we all know. So a general formula for a perimeter, my friend, very important, just note it down. A general formula for perimeter, if you need to find out the perimeter of any structure, any figure, then it is always sum of all the side of that particular structure. What it is? Sum of all the side of a figure. So if I'm talking about a triangle, so it will be what? A plus B plus C. So semi-perimeter is what? Half of perimeter. So it will be half into what? A plus B plus C. Hope this thing is clear to you all, my friend. Very important. Now let's have a question. The basic, which is asked in properties. The question is, 2 tangent to a circle from a point outside 8 are. The question is based on the properties. What is the question? 2 tangent to a circle. If you are drawing 2 tangent to a circle from a point outside, if the point is outside, then what will be the relation between 2 tangents? Yes, anyone? What will be the relation between 2 tangents? Just think it. This is what that is. This type of question asked on basically properties. So options is given, perpendicular equal 45 degree, none of this. Yes. So the correct answer is always remember A, perpendicular. Next, an angle whose measure is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called. An angle whose measure is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called. What it is? Anyone? The angle which is more than 180 and less than 360 degree. This question asks for 1 marks. We have obtuse, acute, reflex and complementary. Yes, it should be the reflex angle. So option C is correct one, friend. Reflex angle, remember it. So an angle whose measure is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree is called the reflex angle. Now, so this is all about a basic about geometry. Let's discuss about mensuration, my friend, because now this is also. Now, what is mensuration? Mensuration is a topic in geometry, which is a branch of mathematics, my friend. So again, it is all about geometry, my friend, which we have discussed earlier. Are you getting? Yes. Now it is also including the mensuration. Now what mensuration deals with? So with length, area, volume of different kind of shape, both 2D and 3D. This is very important, friend. Are you getting? So here we are simply considering with 2D and 3D shapes. Okay, or structures. Now, what is 2D shape? So a 2D shape is a shape that is bounded by 3 or more straight line, very important, okay, or a closed circular line in a plane. So it is considering a single plane, my friend. Whenever we are talking about a 2D, it is always considered what? A closed circular plane, means it should have a single plane. Now this structure or shapes have no depth or height. They have 2 dimensions, length and breadth, and therefore called 2D figures or shape. And for 2D shapes, we measure area and perimeter, my friend. So generally, this is what the 2 points which we focus on. And this is what the figures we are talking about in earlier as well in the previous slides. So squares, rectangle, parallelogram, triangle, and circle. These are all, my friend, 2D shapes. Yeah. Now let's discuss about 3D. So 3D shape is a shape that is bounded by a number of surface or plane. Now here, what is important, my friend? There in 2D we are talking about there is a single plane, but in 3D there should be a number of planes must be there. Yeah, it is clear. Yeah. So they have 3 dimensions: length, breadth, and height, or we can consider it as depth. Are you getting? So here is basically different. So sphere. So my friend, sphere is simply considered as a 3D. And if you consider here means the 2D of sphere, it will be what? It will be circle. Are you getting? Similarly, we have cube, cuboid. Cuboid, again, if you're talking about this, so 2D figure of a cuboid is what? Rectangle, friend. What it will be? Rectangle. Remember this. Next, we have a cylinder and then cone. So these are all considered as a 3D shape or structure. Okay, now let's discuss about an important formula again. Square, as I already discussed with you, area is given as A, where A will be suppose a side. Okay, small a representing what? So small a representing the side of a square. So area equal to A square. Okay, whatever the unit it is given. Perimeter, we all know it is sum of all side, my friend. So we all know that a square having 4, so it will be 4 into A. Are you getting? Very important. Then if suppose you need to find out diagonal, then it is always given, means there is a relation between diagonal and side is D is equal to root 2A. Yes, so diagonal is equal to, if we are representing diagonal as D, then it is equal to under root 2 into A. Please note it down, those formula which you haven't basically know, because this is very important. Next is rectangle, friend. Now rectangle, if you are talking about here, area is equal to length into breadth. Area is what? It is equal to length into breadth. Perimeter is what? Perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. What is perimeter? It is 2 into length plus breadth, my friend. And diagonal, if suppose you need to find out the diagonal of a rectangle, it is always under root of length square plus breadth square, my friend. Okay. Next, as already discussed, for which figure it is, the formula it is given? Anyone? Which figure it is? Can you analyze? Kiska formula ye? I have discussed with you in a previous slide. Yeah. So this is what the formula of, yes, isoscalene triangle or scalene triangle, my friend. Isoscalene triangle or a scalene triangle. So it is given by area is equal to under root of S into S minus A, S minus B and S minus C, where S represents the semi-perimeter. ABC is the side of a triangle and S is representing what? Semi-perimeter. Okay, which is given by sum of all side divided by 2, because semi means what? Half. Okay, so you must understand this thoroughly. Equilateral triangle, my friend. So we all know equilateral triangle is equal to what? Area is equal to. Please note down the formulas which you don't know. Area is equal to root 3 under root of 3 by 4 into A square, where A is what? The side of a triangle. Then we have perimeter. So perimeter is equal to what? 3 into A is what? A is nothing but the side of a triangle, because it is equilateral. So all the side will be same, my friend. So 3 into A. Yes. Again, isosceles triangle we are talking about. See, there is a very big difference, my friend. I must tell you. Here I am talking about also isosceles. Here it is scaleless. And again, in previous I have discussed about the scalene. In previous I have discussed about what? Scalene, my friend. Hope you are understanding. So isoscalene and isosceles, these are the two different terms. Scaleless. Scalene is under root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. But it is scaleless. So this is what? Area. B upon 4 of, in bracket, 4A square minus B square. Okay. Now iso means what, my friend? Iso means same. And scaleless means what? Scaleless means 2. So if the triangle having two side equal, are you getting? Equilateral में क्या होता है? तीनों side equal होती है. But isosceles का मतलब क्या है कि जब आपकी दो side equal हो, then we are considering as isosceles, my friend. So if two sides are equal means what? 1. So that B represent what? Base length, means B is representing your base, and A is that side which are equal. Okay. So perimeter is what? 2A plus B, my friend. So note down this formula, very important, because we all know this thing, but due to some confusion, we make the numerical wrong many a times. Next, right angle triangle, we all know this. So right angle triangle is given by area, half base into height, perimeter. It is base plus height plus hypotenuse, my friend, as I already discussed with you, that if you need to find out the perimeter of any figure or structure, it will be always sum of all sides. Remember this, what it is? Sum of all sides, perimeter. Then we have hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is what? It is under root of b square plus square, my friend, which is base and height. If we need to find out hypotenuse, it is under root of b square plus a square. We know this Pythagoras theorem. So it is simply based on that one, Pythagoras theorem. Yeah. Now this is very important, my friend. I am assuming that most of you don't know this basically. So take a snapshot and just practice it. Very important. So for 3D shapes and structures, let's discuss with cuboid. Now in cuboid, we know this is what your length, this will be your base, and this simply represent your height. So basically, again, if you are talking about 3D shapes, we need to find out these three different parameters. One is considered as lateral curved surface area, total surface area, and volume, friend. So it is given by, for cuboid, lateral surface area 2h into L plus B, total surface area 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, and volume we all know, multiplication of all, L into B into H, where L is length, B is breadth, H is height. Next is cube, my friend. Now we all know it, cube is nothing but the 2D is square. So all sides are same. We are considering A. So lateral or curved surface area is 4A square. Total surface area 6A square. Volume A cube. Then we are talking about cylinder. So cylinder which is having the top and bottom as a circle, and then this will be. So it is given by lateral curved surface area 2 pi RH. Total surface area 2 pi r into r plus h, and volume pi r square h, my friend. R is radius of the base, h is height. Right circular cone, friend, given by pi rl. Right circular cone is given by what? Pi into r into l. Total surface area pi r into l plus r, my friend, and volume 1 by 3 pi r square h. Note it down, very important. R radius of the base, h height, and L representing slant height. So my friend, this is what your L, slant height, we are talking about. This one. Hope you are getting, all of you. Okay. So next is sphere. We know sphere formula. Lateral curved surface area, curved surface area 4 pi r square. Total surface area same because it is a sphere. Volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Hemi means again half. Hemi or semi, one and same thing. So it is half karna iska. So it got 2 pi r square. Okay. Now total surface area, this will be different. It will be 3 pi r square. And again, volume, half of this. It will be 2 by 3 pi r cube, where r represent the radius. So I believe this structure is clear to all of you. Yes, please note it down, the formula. Very important, my friend, and you must jot it down, because in 3D, the question asked on this structure continuously. Yes, let's discuss with this. A basic numerical, my friend. So it is given a rectangular path of length 20 meter and breadth 18 meter is to be bounded by a 2 meter wide jogging track from outside that outside. So what will be the area of track? My friend, first and important thing, whenever there is a question, try to understand on which figure or shape it is talking about. So here they are talking about rectangle. So first jot down the formula for rectangle. I'm talking about, I'm telling you the tricks. Okay, so first jot down the formula of that particular figure which is given. Okay, and then analyze the question, what is given. So here you are given length and breadth. And one more thing it is given, that is 2 meter wide they are talking about. So my friend, this, if suppose we are talking about the length and this will be your breadth, and this is what your wide. Here, this is a wide 2 meter. What you need to find out, what will be the area of track. So हमें find क्या करना है? We need to find out this area in between these two. Are you getting my point? All of you? Yes. So we need to find out this area. So how we are going to find out? Anyone? So if you need to find out this area, we need to consider, we have given a rectangular path. So we can consider here that we have one, this is the outer rectangle and this is your inner rectangle. I'm considering outer rectangle as 1, inner rectangle is 2. So when you find out the area of this, okay, so if suppose your length is given 20 meter, my friend, so you can easily find out the area of a first, means outer rectangle. Okay, let it consider O, outer, I, inner. So outer rectangle is what? Length into breadth, that is 20 into 18. What about inner one? It is not given length, but we can calculate it. So 20 minus 2, it will be 18. So this will be your 18. Yeah, breadth, it is given 18. 18, my friend. Sorry, you need to minus this 2 meter here and this 2 meter here, same. So it will be 4. 20 minus 4, it will be 16, not 18. Similarly here, friend. So here is the option given. Yeah. So 24 into 22. Area of outer minus inner, it got 168. So option second is correct. Next question. Asked in GATE 2019. The smallest side of a right angle triangle is 13 centimeter less than the side of a square. What they are given? They are talking about right angle triangle, friend. So first we understood कि भाई किसकी बात हो रही है. उसका smallest side दिया हुआ है 13 centimeter. Then the side of a square of perimeter 72 centimeter. So they are talking about two different structure or figure. One is right angle triangle, another is square, and they are putting the side of a right angle triangle in terms of the perimeter of a square. The second largest side of a right angle triangle is 2 centimeter less than the length of the rectangle of area. Having now, what is the rectangle of area? 112 centimeter square and breadth. So what is the largest side of the right angle triangle? What they are asking us? हमको find क्या करना है? Largest side, my friend. और उन्होंने बहुत सारे parameters देके रखे हैं. So they are talking about one square and another they are talking about a triangle. Yes. So first note it down what is given. Okay, and then note just jot down the formula for this right angle triangle and this one. Okay, and you can go with the solving. So friend, this is what the way to solve it. Okay, so first we need to find out side of a square. So it will be 72. It is given as area. So we know that side of a square or area of a square. How we can find out? Area of a square is equal to what? It is 4 into a. Area of a square is what? 4 into a. You need to find out a, that is side. So it is a by 4, that is 18. Then smallest side of right angle triangle, friend. Now, as per the question, what question it is given? Smallest side of a right angle triangle is 13. Okay, then the side of a square of a perimeter. So we can minus, means we know, now we know the side of a square. It is 18. 18 minus 13, 5. Length of a rectangle. So again, area is given of a rectangle 112. Okay, and what is 8? It is breadth, my friend. So if you just divide it, you got the length. Because length, area of a rectangle is what? Area of a rectangle is what? Length into breadth. Area of a rectangle is what? Length into breadth, my friend. Breadth, you know. This you know. You can easily find out length. Then second side of a right angle triangle. Again, now they have given this 2. So 14 minus 2, you got 12. Now, what they are asking, the question is, my friend, what is the largest side of a right angle triangle? So largest side of a right angle triangle means what? It is nothing but they are talking about hypotenuse. So largest side, please note it down. The largest side of a right angle triangle is hypotenuse, friend. So hypotenuse of a right angle triangle they are asking about. So now we can easily find it out, and it is under root of side, smallest side square, means because we know hypotenuse how we can find out by Pythagoras theorem. So 5 square is 25 and 12 square is 144. This 2, you got the answer. So hope this numerical is all understood to you all. Very important numerical which has been asked. So friend, you must understand this. You must note down the 2 point. 1, if there will be question, you must first go with which structure or figure they are talking about. So note down that 2 figures, note down the formula. Second, just try to analyze what given points are there. What given points are there. And then, depending on the situation, you just solve the formula. So here, if you know the formula, half thing is done. And second is, just analyze what condition they have put it. Next, this question asked, between the length and breadth of a rectangle is 23 meter. If the perimeter is 206, then find out its area. So what you need to find out? You need to find out its area. What they have given? They have given length and breadth. Basically they have given the difference between length and breadth. That is 23. And they have given the perimeter. So we all know the formula for perimeter. Here it is. So they have given the difference L minus B. L is length, B is breadth, 23. And we know the formula for breadth, friend. So this is what the formula for breadth. Perimeter. This is the formula for perimeter. So perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B. That is 2206. Now just send this 2 here. So you can just divide it by 2. Are you getting? Okay, so it will be 103. Now you got 2 equations. One is L minus B. Consider it as equation number A. You got L plus B with something. Consider it equation number B. Just solve it simultaneously. You got L and B. And finally, area is what? Length into breadth. You got the answer. So my friend, you just understand. First of all, some important thing is you just note down the formula. Second point, you must understand the question. So read out the question carefully. Okay, just go with that. So hope this questions is all understood you all. If any problem, you can just put a message, ping me. So my friend, here the most important thing is to understand the concept, how we are proceeding for solving this type of question. Yes, let's take another question asked in 2017. Very important. And see, same question asked in HCL company in any years. So a wheel make 1000 revolutions in covering a distance of 88 kilometer. What will be the diameter of wheel? See, very basically this question asked in 1 marks. So what is the question? A wheel makes 1000 revolutions in covering a distance of 88 kilometer. What is the diameter? The option given 24, 40, 28 and 14. So how it will be? So let's discuss it. Here is the solution, friend. So distance it is given 88 kilometer. Change it first in meter. Okay. And revolution it is given how much? 1000. Revolution is how much? 1000 revolution, my friend. And again, we all know that revolution is in RPM, revolution per minute. So for one revolution, how it is? How much it is covering? 88 meter. So it cover 88 meter in one revolution, means circumference of that particular wheel is 88 meter. Are you getting my point? How we are considering this? See, circumference is what? Circumference of a circle means what? Outer area of a circle is your circumference. Are you getting? So if that is the case, then if you divide all total distance by the revolution, you got simple. In one revolution, how much distance it is covered, and that is nothing but the circumference of that particular. So circumference, we know the formula 2 pi r. So just put it there, find the value of r, and again we know diameter is what? 2 into r. You got this thing. So this is what the diameter of wheel, or diameter of wheel. Yeah. Next, very important question, friend. Ask 2 times this. A hemispherical bowl of internal radius 9 centimeter contain a liquid. Are you getting? We have a hemispherical bowl of internal radius, which internal radius is 9 centimeter, and it contain a liquid. This liquid is to be filled into cylindrical shaped. Are you getting? Now, whatever the liquid it is there in hemispherical bowl, now we need to put it into a cylindrical shaped small bottle of diameter 3 centimeter and height 4 centimeter. Okay. So now the question is, how many bottle will be needed to empty the bowl? How many bottle will be needed to empty the bowl? Okay. So here it is, the option 54, 56, 58. So my friend, the question asks us about that if suppose you have a bowl with some specification and it contains some liquid, and if you are simply pouring it into bottles of having some specification, so how many bottle it is there? So what you are doing, you are simply putting, we are considering here what सबसे important चीज हम लोग यहाँ discuss कर रहे हैं उसके volume के बारे में, because जब भी हम लोग बोलते हैं कि if some structure is simply containing something, so where it is going to contain, it is containing volume, my friend. So here the most important thing is volume. Okay, and second, you know the formula for hemispherical and cylindrical. Yeah, so here it is. So we all know, my friend, that the volume of a hemispherical is what? Hemisphere or semisphere, one and same thing. It is 2 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of a cylinder is what? Pi r square h. Just divide this to this. So volume of hemisphere upon volume of bottle. Just divide it. You know the value of r. You can easily find it out. You know the height. You know the r as well. Volume of cylinder. So just divide it. You got the answer as of 54. Okay. Try to solve it, friend. I'll give it. Analyze it. Okay. Take a minute. So understanding the concept of, means what question are asking is very important, my friend. So when you, because in geometry and mensuration, 2 things is very important. One, you must learn the formulas, and second, understand the question which is asked. Okay. Next, let's get for next question. So next question is the area of a circle given 2220 centimeter square, and in that the area of a square inscribed in this circle. Inscribed means what? Inscribed means from us basically if you have a suppose structure of a circle and then you need to make a square in that particular, then it is considered as inscribed. So if they are asking you how you are going to convert a circle into square, friend, if their area is, then what will be the area of that square if you are inscribing in that one? So how we can go it? So we all know here we are talking about area. So for area of a circle is given by pi r square. It is given 220. We know area of a square. Area of a square is r square. Yes, because what will be the radius that will be considered with respect to your base. It will be as 70. Now area is equal to what? Half into d square. Here is the answer. Next question. There is a conical tent in which 10 persons can stand. Try to understand. See, this same question has asked in one of the company as well, TCS. So there is a conical tent in which 10 persons can stand. Each person need 6 meters square to stand and 60 meter cube air to breadth. So what is the height of tent? See, very conceptual question, friend. What they're asking you, there is a conical tent. Conical means like this one, friend. Okay, so it is a simple 3D diagram. Okay, so in that 10 persons are there. They are telling each person needs 6 meters square to stand. Each person needs 6 meters square. Okay, and 60 meter cube air to breadth. So what should be the height? So how we can find it out? Let's discuss. First, amount of area required by 1%. It is 6 square meter. Amount of area required by 10% is how much? 6 into 10. That will be 60 square meter. So we know that the base of a conical area is always circle. Okay. So area of a base is nothing but the area of a circle. It is given by pi r square. So pi r square is equal to what? 60. So r square is how much? 60 upon pi. Let's consider this as one question. Now, how much area they required? How much volume they required to breadth? One person is 60 cubic meter. So for 10% is 60 into 10. That means 600 cubic meter. And we know the volume for a cone. It is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Are you getting? Now here we know r square is how much? 60 by pi. Just put here at the place of r square, just put this pi 60 by pi, my friend. So 1 by 3 into pi into 60 by pi into h, and that is given by 60. From there you can easily find out height. My friend, and it is asking 30 meters. Hope you are understanding. See, my friend, these are the numerical which always try to put you the concept. So if you understand the concept, if you know the formula, then nothing is hard to get the full marks. Okay, so you need to practice more. Okay, so if you are practicing, if you know the formula and you analyze the question in a very well manner, so you get full marks. There should be no deduction in marks then. Okay. Next question. It is dark in my bedroom and I want to get two socks of the same color from my drawer, which contain 24 red and 24 blue socks. So this type of question asked. Yeah. One we will take that one because that question is somewhat related to different concept that we'll discuss. Length, breadth, and height of a 3D figure. It is in the ratio of 3:2:1. Okay, what it is given? The length, breadth, and height of a 3D figure is ratio 3:2:1. If the length is double and breadth and height are half, what should be the percentage decrease in the volume of that solid? Good question, friend. Okay, so length, breadth, and height of a 3D figure is in the ratio this much. Length is double, breadth and height are half. What is the percentage decrease in the volume of the solid? Now, this question asked in two ways, friend. One, it can be asked in ratio and proportion as well as in this section as well. So you must understand this. Okay. So answer is 50% decrement. How? See, let's talk about if original length and breadth and height we are considering as x. So it will be 3x, 2x, and x respectively. Then volume is given by multiplication of all. So it will be 6x cube with length double, breadth and height half. The new dimension will be what, my friend? Length you are getting double. So 3 ka double, 6. You are making half this one. So 2x ka half x and x ka half x by 2. Then volume will be what? Again, multiplication of all. It will be 3x cube. So how much we are decreasing? So again, here it is 3x cube. Here it is 6x, my friend. So you can simply consider it is 50% we are decreasing. So hope this question's understood to you. Just analyze one more time. And if you have any doubt, you can just ping me. So hope you have analyzed this. Yes. Next, friend, a solid metallic cylinder of base radius 5 centimeter and height 7 centimeter is melted to form cones. See, again, they are changing one structure to another. Each of height 1 centimeter, base radius 1 mm. Find the number of cones. So it is similarly this type of question we have discussed earlier. Okay, where we have changed the volume, that is liquid, from hemisphere to cylinder, my friend. Same structure. So again, whenever there you are changing from one figure to another, always it will be the point related to volume, my friend. Just remember this point. Okay. So with that concept, if you analyze here, so number of cones you need to find out, that is volume of cylinder upon volume of one cone, and then we know volume of cylinder. Okay, pi r square h, and volume of cone we know 1/3 pi r square h. So just divide the volume. You got how many cones it will be there. Okay. Yes. Next question. The ratio of radii of cylinder to that of cone is 1:2. Heights are equal. Find the ratio between volume friend. This type of question asked many a times. Okay, very important one. So they are talking about the cylinder radii to that of cone. Okay, so analogy, how we are going to solve? First, consider let ratio of a radius of a cylinder to cone. It will be R1 upon R2, and that is given by 1/2, friend. Okay, we are considering the ratio. Then volume of cylinder is again pi r square h. Now R1 is the radius of cylinder. Volume of cone 1/3 pi r square h, that we know. Here radius is R2. So what will be the ratio of volume? Just this one. Okay, so just divide it, you got this. So the answer will be 3:4. So we have taken more than 10 plus numericals in this session with all basic concepts and the important formulas which has been asked. So if you have any query or doubt, you can have it. You can mail me or you can contact anytime. I am always happy to serve you all with respect to these concepts. So thank you for your attentions. So this is all about my side. If anyone have any doubt, they can ping me, or else we can stop here. So thank you for your patience hearing. See you in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.